Frohliche Weihnachten. This is the Prince of Macedon doing a commentary video for Napoleon Total War multiplayer. I command the Austrians, and my opponent is Henry Leopold III in command of the Prussians. We will look at my Austrian army first, and you can see I'm deployed on the Pratzen Heights. Here is my army. I even brought a historical commander, the Archduke Charles. And here's my frontline troops. Consist of Hungarian Fusiliers, and I got 2 elite units. One is an Emperor's Own, and the other is a Czech regiment. Then I have 4 squadrons of Cuirassiers, and here is my Archduke Charles. And when you see both of our armies, you're going to realize that our armies are both set at 10 units max, and that was the rule set for this battle, is that you could not have more than 10 units, and that was the rules set by my opponent. Alright, let's go look at the Prussian army commanded by Henry Leopold III. He has a historical commander as well. That's Count von Gneisenau. Then he has 4 units of foot guards, 1 unit of Silesian Schützen. Here you can see he has 3 different teams of 7-pounder howitzers. And over on the extreme left, he has 1 squadron of Cuirassiers. So that is his Prussian army. And if you hadn't guessed it by now, this is the Austerlitz map. And I was originally deployed on the Pratzen Heights, but I came off the hill. And you can see my opponent is blasting me with his howitzers. He's targeting my horses first. But I'm going to come down with all my infantry. Alright, so let's look at the Pratzen Heights. It's way up here. This is this giant hill. In the Battle of Austerlitz, one of the greatest battles in history, Napoleon gave up the hill, and he let the Allies take it. And then he tempted the Allies to come down and attack his weakened wing, which the Allies did do. And in doing so, the Allies fell into a Napoleonic trap. Napoleon eventually marched back up the hill, retook it, and split the Allies in half, and then he proceeded to lay waste to the Allied armies. In any case, as for the actual battle right now, I just lost one of my Cuirassier squadrons. As you notice, my opponent has 3 different units of howitzers, and they are very deadly, especially with this 10-unit max. But I'm going to continue to advance. And I'm actually going to advance from every side here. And honestly, I think my opponent expected me to hill camp. That's why he had all of his howitzers in limbered fashion. So they were ready to move. But in reality, I was coming down to attack him. But here I'm taking out his Cuirassiers and also his Schützen, his Silesian Schützen. And I also went after his general staff unit. My opponent thought I was going for his infantry, that's why he formed into a square up there, but instead I went right for his general, and that is Count von Gneisenau. So right there, that is my objective, taking out his howitzers. And you can hear from the commentary that my guys successfully assassinated Count von Gneisenau. Alright, so I'm taking my cav from my right wing, and I'm going to slash right into his howitzers. And along the way, we're going to take out some of those foot guards. If I would have hill camped on this map, I probably would have been slaughtered because my opponent has all those howitzers. So I think by taking the fight directly to him, that shortened the time period that my guys were under howitzer bombardment. So that was probably the best way to go about this. Alright, so my advisor is telling me that my troops are exhausted, but I don't care if they're exhausted, because as long as we keep pressing the battle here, that's going to keep my opponent off balance. So here I just took out his howitzers, and now his foot guards from left to right are starting to crash. He only has 1 foot guard unit left, and they are still in the square. And the reason they were in square was because towards the beginning of the battle, my opponent thought I was going to crash into them, but instead I went for his general. So he's going to keep his men in square, and I probably could have just sat back and just shot his guys to death. But instead, I wanted to make the ending look more dramatic, so I'm going to take all my guys, and I'm going to charge them. So here come my Hungarian Fusiliers, my Emperor's Own, and my Czech regiment. We're going to crash right into that square, and hopefully make the close-up more dramatic. So his foot guards are the ones wearing the white plumes on their shakos, and they're having a good time right now. Well, some of them are. And you can see it's snowing. That's why I gave you the Christmas greeting at the beginning. And obviously it's not Christmas in April. But yeah. I'm taking my horses now, and I'm going to come in from the other side. And look in the very back, one of his howitzer crewmen stopped routing. And once he realizes that, he's going to bring them up and try to assist his foot guards who are surrounded right now. And you can see that the morale on the foot guards is waving, and now they are pretty much gone now. Their flag is actually blinking. So we're going to hack these Prussian foot guards down, and then we're going to turn our attention towards those artillerymen coming down to attack us from behind. So we're going to take the entire might of the Austrian army, and we're going to charge these remaining Prussian units here. And a lot of them have their sabers drawn. And you can see that the first ones into action is the Archduke Charles. And he really wants a piece of these Prussians here. So they're going to hack at these Prussian crewmen. And that should be the end of the battle here. I'll let you read the results here. There you are. Anyways, a good game to my opponent. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle on the Austerlitz map in wintertime.